Okay, let's talk policy.
Let's get to business.
Here. Tax reform.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah, I think the best opportunities in 30 years. I'm not sure this will recreate itself. Same elements that drove the Reagan reforms are here today. And so House Republicans, we've unveiled a blueprint that is about 80% similar of Trump. A lot of key provisions together. And the big drivers for us, look, we want a tax code built for growth, literally designed to grow jobs and salaries in the U.S. economy. And we want to leapfrog America back in the lead pack and keep us there, the most pro-growth places on the planet. So, you know, our tax reform plan, 3 big provisions. One, we go all in for the lowest rates on job creators and a redesign of the code so we can compete and win anywhere. For most Americans, 95% of Americans will be able to file using a postcard-style system. That fair, that simple. And the final big reform is we bust up the IRS, redesign it for 21st century agency, really key reforms.
I'll tell you what, it is, my dealing with them over the past couple of years has been incredible. How it's not even a 20th century bureaucracy. No. It really is. It's about as bad as, wasn't my experience as a congressman. If one of my constituents had a problem with the IRS, I'd pick up the phone, they were always right back to me, and they would always be helpful.
People forget that. There used to be a time you couldn't tell which party was in charge of the IRS. Yeah. It was all customer service. They were in the office twice a year. It was a different agency. And our thinking is, one, let's create such a tax code so fair and simple we don't need that same old IRS. And the other thing is, let's focus one mission: customer service, business, families, taxpayers. That's our out.
Rick.
So one of the things that's been going on over the last 6 decades is this idea of progressive economics, right? So we have lots of names for them. We have the New Deal, we have the war on poverty, all of these things, and the conservatives never seem to be able to package together an economic message for pro-growth. It seems to me when the Democrats talk about, you know, the war on women, the war on minorities, the war on environment, that there has actually been a war on jobs for the last 6 decades. And you have a very small opportunity to turn this around, but you've got to win the message war. How are we going to do that?
You do. Well, one, it starts with the president, and with Mr. Trump, we've got someone who's all in on the economy. I think that's what drove his winning election in a big way. We've got an opportunity in tax reform, clearly. We have it in rebalance of regulation. I'm still convinced the biggest income inequality is between a person who doesn't have a good-paying job and one who does, and that is what's driving this president. And from the House Republican standpoint, we don't know yet what his first 100-day agenda will be exactly, but on tax reform, on replacing Obamacare, on all the economic issues, we're going to be ready for him.
So what are the chances, Kevin, that Americans one day may have a tax return that looks like this?
The answer is better than ever, because we've got a House with a blueprint. You've got American public up. They're sick of the tax code the way it is today. And you've got presidential leadership. All 3 were key to the Reagan reforms.
How about the House of Lords?
Look, I'll tell you what, Chairman Hatch, head of the finance, is all in on tax reform.
See, he calls him Chairman Hatch instead of Lord Hatch.
Well,
That's
he's a terrific leader, and so we build the momentum going forward, and I think we can get this done. But I really think it's jobs, it's growth, and for families, it's just simplicity. Yeah. It's just fairness, and they want that in a
Congressman Kevin Brady and Charlie Dent, thank you both.
Guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. It's great to see you.